On October 23, 2017, Officer Daniel Bristow was assigned to work uniform patrol in a marked patrol vehicle. He conducted a traffic stop on a white Honda Pilot after he observed the driver talking on a cell phone while driving. The vehicle pulled over on Pleasant Avenue about 1/2 block south of Turner Road in the City of Lodi. As the vehicle came to a stop, Officer Bristow noticed a passenger seated in the rear seat behind the driver sit up and toss something over the back seat into the rear cargo area. This passenger was later identified as 35-year-old Matthew David Palaita. Officer Bristow contacted the driver and almost immediately called for a backup unit. Officer Dominic Carillo was dispatched as his backup. Officer Bristow continued to delay until his backup arrived, as he was uneasy regarding the actions of the backseat passenger. Upon arrival, Officer Carillo attempted to have Palaita step out of the vehicle, but he stated he was sick. Palaita suddenly reached his hand over the seat into the rear cargo area where Officer Bristow had previously seen him toss something. Both officers drew their handguns and pointed them at Palaita, demanding him to show his hands multiple times. Palaita suddenly exited the vehicle, pointing a revolver directly at Officer Carillo. Both officers fired at Palaita, who fell to the ground and was unresponsive. Medical assistance was requested and life-saving measures were started immediately after Palaita was secured in handcuffs. Lodi Fire Department personnel and members of American Medical Response continued life-saving efforts, but Palaita did not survive. The Lodi Police Department currently uses Axon Body 2 body-worn cameras. Officer Bristow's body-worn camera was attached to a mount on the dashboard of his patrol vehicle. Officer Carillo's body camera was attached to his chest during the incident. The footage from both officers' body-worn cameras will appear as follows: Officer Bristow's body-worn camera footage, Officer Carillo's body-worn camera footage, slow-motion video from Officer Carillo's body-worn camera as Palaita exits the vehicle, and still photographs. When viewing body-worn camera footage, the public should be aware that body-worn cameras do not always reflect what the officer's eyes are seeing. Please note the cameras are normally mounted at least 12 inches below the officer's eyes. The cameras are also fixed, whereas officers have the ability to look around with their eyes as well as turn their head. Body-worn camera footage shows you a general account of what is happening, but not always what an officer is directly seeing or responding to. Body camera footage will end immediately following the shooting, as the goal is to show the events leading up to the shooting. The following footage is graphic and viewer discretion is advised.
White Honda Pilot going northbound on Pleasant Avenue.
Terry, copy, close and Turner.
What is y'all thinking of the unit?
For one and I'm going to use clear Pleasant and Turner.
Hey, from Fairmont, Lodi.
Looking for you closer to 102, he says Pleasant and Turner.
Hey, from that Stockton line.
Copy, looking for a responding. When I'm to your 1028 shift for current to a 2004 Honda out of Lodi.
171, 2729 on 1, before the limit. One from 1 item 2. I'm probably going to need you here at the top. I'll be safer here within 5.
17129's 6'8", 260, brown and brown.
4, that's in 6. One C4, 97. Dom, if you come up on the passenger side, there's one hiding back here. He's through something in the back seat, so. One, step it up, step it up.
Lodi all units, code 900.
We need more units. Get them coming, code 3.
Units respond, code 3, 1 item 1, 1 item 3.
Fire, shots fired. Fire, shots fired.
Copy, shots fired. Lodi all units, shots fired.
One of 2, we got one down. Start medic.
Hey, put your hands on your lap, man. What? Who, the driver or this guy? What's going on, man? Huh? Step out over here. Huh? What's going on, man?
I'm sick, yo.
What?
I'm sick.
You're sick?
Man, here, man. It's only your fucking shit.
Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands right now. Let me see your hands right now. Listen, there is a dog. Hey,
Hey, get your hands up. Get your hands out of the back.
let me see your hands.
Get your hands
Get them
out
coming,
from
code
back there.
3.
That's it. That's all I'm doing, man.
Let me see your hands right now. What did you got? Shot fired. Shot fired. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands right now. Stay on the ground right now. Start medics.
This officer-involved shooting investigation was jointly conducted by investigators from the San Joaquin County District Attorney's Investigation Unit, the Lodi Police Department, the San Joaquin County Sheriff Coroner's Office, and the California Department of Justice in accordance with the San Joaquin County Officer-Involved Protocol. In applying the prevailing legal standards and based upon the totality of the circumstances, and in light of all the evidence obtained from the investigation, it is the opinion of the District Attorney that the lethal use of force by Officers Bristow and Carillo on October 23, 2017 was justified, and no criminal charges are warranted.